Hi guys. The things that I was planning to do outside today are put on hold. And so I thought I'd do a video and talk to all of you for a minute. And this is for somebody, for anybody that might be missing someone or something, a pet. I've got two cats named Casey and Lacey, and they live at my old place and live with Sandy, and I go and see them from time to time and I visit them. But it doesn't mean that I love them any less because they don't live with me here at the house. There's reasons for that. But prior to Casey and Lacey, I had two cats that were also tuxedo cats. And one was male and one was female. And the very first one I had was the female cat. Her name was Sally. And she passed away many years ago. And the second one was a male cat, and his name was Felix. And I only had him 1 year before he was hit and killed by a car right out on this very road. And a year and a half ago, my brother, as y'all know, most of you know, was tragically killed on Interstate 86 from a head-on collision. When my other brother comes around, he talks about my brother Todd that passed away a lot. A lot. And it's because I know my brother misses him. I mean, I miss my brother too. But the reason why my other brother talks about my deceased brother a lot and me not so much is because of what I know. What I know. What I've been shown and what I know. This is by no means is a video to preach to you. This is by no means a video to convince you or make you believe something that you don't believe or want to believe. But it's to give you hope. When a person or an animal passes away, and you miss that person or animal very, very much, I think it's because most people feel like they will never see that person or that pet ever again. And I'm here to tell you, folks, you will. You will. You absolutely will. This is something that has been 100% confirmed to me. And all I can do is pass on what I'm about to tell you. Now, I told my brother that the world that my deceased brother is in is closer than you think. It's as close as the ground our feet walk upon. It's that close. It's just a world we can't see. And there's reasons for that. But like our loved ones, our pets are there as well. Our pets are also there. You know, I got this rock right here. Nobody knows how old this rock could be. This thing could be hundreds, thousands of years old. I have no idea how old this rock is, but I do know that this has been around longer than I have been. And it's a physical object. Like me. I'm a physical object and this rock is a physical object. I'm going to throw this rock over that fence and down into the gully. I no longer have the rock because I threw it down over the gully and it disappeared out of sight. But just because it's gone, it doesn't mean that it no longer exists. I could probably find that rock I just threw down there and show you that it still exists. It's still around. I just can't see it because I took it from where it was and launched it into some place that I can't see. This is what it's like when somebody or an animal dies. They just physically got removed from this world and went into another. But they're not gone. Like I told my brother, the things that we love and the people that we love are much, much closer than we realize. They see us. They know we're doing okay. I told my brother, I says, you know, life is like high school. And just like school, life, when you graduate, it's all over with. And when you leave school, you don't ever go back. And when you leave life, you don't ever go back here on this earth. It's a one-way street. And the teachers that taught you in school, once you moved on, just because they don't see you coming to class every day doesn't mean you don't exist anymore. You just graduated and you left and you went on. That's how life is. You're here one day, you're gone the next. Your pets are here one day, they're gone the next. But I assure you, I promise you, that when your day comes, your animals, your pets, your family members, your friends, everybody that you love and care about are going to be there. And this is why I don't get so deeply upset when somebody's gone. Because they're only gone in the physical, but they're not gone permanently. Just like that rock I threw over the fence isn't permanently gone. It just got relocated from one location to the next, but I can't see it. The veil between that reality and this 3D reality is as thin as a curtain. But we just can't see that reality because you have to leave the physical in order to enter it. It's a little different than just walking through a door and going into the house. When I do a lot of the things that I do with the outdoors, I have reasons of why I do it. But one of my biggest reasons of why I do it, like when I just put this fence that you see running behind me, past these trees on this bank to define the property. And the reason why I like to keep a property nice and neat and tidy and everything is because it reminds me of one day of what heaven will be like. Now, can I make this place as nice as heaven is? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Couldn't even get close. But it's my representation of what I believe is there, what I know is there. There are trees, there are fences, there are creeks and rivers, beautiful deep lakes, mountains, and forests. God says in the Bible, on earth as it is in heaven. This is a representation of that perfect world that He created. And He said, I have created a place for you. And if it weren't so, I would have told you so. And it's where they are. They graduated from this world and they're in the next. You know, I've got siblings that are older than me. They came into this world before I came into this world, before I was born. All of us have people that are older than us, and we think nothing of it. We think nothing of it, that they came here before us. Well, just like being born before someone else and getting somewhere there before they did and before you did, it's the same way when someone dies. They're just getting there ahead of you, but it doesn't mean you're not going to follow and end up in the same place. My living brother is 4 years older than me. He came to this earth before me, then I arrived. And if he were to die before me, he would beat me to the next place, and then I will arrive there later like I did here. That's how it works. That's how it works. We all have a job to do in this world. Every living thing has a purpose, and it's here for a time, and then it's gone. But it's only gone from this world. But it's in the next, because it lives on forever, for all eternity. And it's more beautiful than you could ever comprehend. The gardens, the flowers, the trees, the streams, the woods, all of it. And I know I will see that world. I will see that place. I believe we all will. I know it's just for a time that I won't see my brother that passed away. It's just for a time. You know, when I went to school, I hated school. I really hated school. I thought it was a waste of time to sit in a classroom and listen to teachers try to indoctrinate you and teach you about a history lesson that was all fabricated and made up and most of it untrue. I would rather be outside on a nice day and doing something a little more productive, because whatever I want to learn, I will teach myself. I don't need a teacher to teach it to me. But my point is, I couldn't wait for it to get over with. I couldn't wait for the day that I could say, school is finished. I don't have to go back there anymore. It's done. It's over with. And I didn't think that day would ever come. And then that day finally arrived. And I thought, hallelujah, I don't have to go to that building anymore. I don't have to listen to all that stuff and be told what to do in class. And you want to know something? It went like that. What I thought was going to take forever went much faster than I anticipated. And now it's been a lot of years since I left school. A lot of years. Life is the same way. There's a lot of things in this world that we dislike. A lot of things about this world we hate. But like school, one day it will come to an end. And we'll be out of here. Just like for summer vacation, the last day of school, the bell rings, school's out for the summer. That's how it will be here in this life on this earth. One day we'll be done and we'll graduate and we'll move on. And then we'll look back and say, man, I'm glad I don't have to go to that place anymore. I'm glad I don't have to be there anymore. We won't miss this earth one bit, not one bit, because where we're going is so much grander and greater than this place could ever be. We won't miss it at all. And all the things we did miss that are absent from this world will be there. It'll be a glorious reunion. Be able to pick up your pets that you haven't seen in years and kiss them and hug them and love them. There's nothing wrong with missing somebody or a pet, a friend, a relative, a family member. But I assure you, they just went ahead of us. That's all. They just went ahead of us. We'll be there one day too. And I can't tell you how much I look forward to it. Because like school, I'm going to look back and say, man, I don't miss that world one bit. One bit. But in the meantime, we just have to wait until our time comes. Because I'm here to tell you right now, all the people that have gone before us and graduated, they're in a much better place than we are. A much better place. So instead of crying for them and mourning them, be happy for them. Because your pets are happy, they're safe, and they're waiting for you, and so are your friends and family. And they're up there with God, who is taking care of all of them and looking after all of them. And when your time comes, you will join them, and he will welcome you with open arms as well. And this wicked, twisted world will be a thing of the past, and suffering will be no more. No more crying, no more pain, no more depression, no more anything. So smile and be happy to know that that day's coming. For all of us, that day's coming. And in the meantime, just make the best of this shithole. And just like the song, one day we'll be able to say, Mama, I'm coming home. Thanks for watching, you guys. We'll see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.